Patch 127 is huge, but what if you don't have Sakhal? Does it actually add anything to the game? Well, this is a question I've been asked a lot, so here I'm going to spill more than Michael J. Fox does when he makes his morning coffee. If you like the video, please leave a like or a subscribe, it really helps me out. And keep in mind, if you think that joke was a bit too far, he does have a charity you can donate to. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
Well, thank God I buried my stash so nobody will find it.
So I'm going to ignore the long list of fixes and quality of life improvements and talk about the things you'll immediately notice when you jump into the game. This is to make the video as short and as informative as possible, but I will still show everything on screen for anybody interested. Starting off, this update brings one of my favorite additions in a very long time, and it's changing backpacks, because backpacks now have more tool slots, and regardless of the map you play on, these backpacks will be available everywhere. They now support extra tool slots, meaning you can store melee weapons, a compass, a glow stick, or even a walkie-talkie. This basically affects almost every backpack. Even things such as the school bag and medical bag give you these options, and they're just really cool. They've also added lots of new animations for doing different things such as snapping wood and repairing certain items. The next changes come to guns. The Mosin, the VSS, and the SVD have all been rebalanced. Bullet crack variations now make combat feel way more dynamic, and SMGs have a distinct new audio, making each one sound completely different than before, which is a really good addition and a much needed one as well. They've also made huge changes to how footsteps work, so footsteps can now be heard from further away, making sneaky movement much harder. In forests, you'll also hear snapping sticks under your foot, adding a whole new layer of immersion, and maybe a need for a more strategic approach. Also, if you get cold in Chernarus or Livonia, your teeth will now chatter, which just makes it way more difficult to hide. Boats have also changed. If left unused, boats now slowly degrade, meaning more will spawn along the coast instead of sitting idle in random locations. This should make water travel far more accessible, especially on Chernarus, where it was really difficult to find a boat. They've nerfed fishing, so that's completely changed. Fishing now takes longer if you don't have the right equipment, making preparation way more important, but it also seems like everything about this has been slowed down as well, even if you have the right stuff, making it less of an easy food source. They've added continuous actions to so many more things, like digging worms, crafting knives, and repairing tents. I'll put a list of everything here, which just makes survival smoother. They've also changed a few of the things that are definitely worth mentioning. For example, the inventory drop-down menu will disappear completely when hidden, making UI management cleaner. If you cook guts to make a rope, your hands will be bloody, risking infection. But basically every change that doesn't directly impact Sakhal, such as the location changes, is coming to patch 127 for Livonia and Chernarus. And let's face it, even some of the things that are specific to Sakhal are also coming to Livonia and Chernarus through community servers. So there's quite a lot here. But if you want to check out more DayZ content, maybe click here, or for something else, click here. And as always, until next time.